Welcome to a new episode of Business Meets Life, and today we have amazing JC Gaffier here with us live in Shanghai. Thank you so much for allowing us to come to your private home.
My pleasure, Janine, always.
All right, now here for all the left-brainers, I'd like you to start. Tell us a couple of shocking key fact statistics that we company leaders actually need to know when we make our decisions.
There is two data that people always forgot is when we talk about sales, 80% of the sales are made after the 5th or up to the 12th meetings. Mm-hmm. That's the first thing. Second thing is when you do sales, 80% of the people they know only 20% of your product.
Oh.
So what do they know exactly about you? Is very few, and they forgot a lot.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now tell us a little bit more about how did you actually end up in China as a French?
As a French, yes. So I'm as a French. I came to China to visit my brother. 2003. Mm-hmm. Come back again in 2006. Discover that China is a very interesting country, and then I start to work for a lot of different companies, and after I would say 10 years of experience, start to become an entrepreneur.
Interesting. Now, as someone who actually bridges a lot of different cultures, now personally and professionally, how does it influence your approach of doing business?
I would say that as a French, you have already you're born with a strict vision of life, I would say. When you arrive to China, you need to adapt immediately and to understand that, okay, even if we are very close to the French and Chinese, we are quite close, we understand quite well, and this year is the 60 years of the China and France. However, you need to adapt. You need to understand all the specific key communication that Chinese are Chinese. Mm-hmm. So everything is. I think everything is linked to the personal. Everything is linked to the body language, and the cultural aspect is. I think is not a need, it's a mandatory. Mm-hmm. Same as you need to understand the language. Mm-hmm. You need to understand language because then if you understand the language, you understand the word. Then if you understand the word, you need to understand how you can really interact and say the right things at the right moment.
Mm. Now, as an entrepreneur, I know you have started with CorpoRank. Tell us a little bit more about what it is and how it can help.
So CorpoRank is online tools, is doing the evaluation of the performance in companies linked to the HR risk. So is a way to evaluate the level of performance and engagement of the employee. To reduce the employee turnover for the company, so to understand the employee turnover, which is we say a huge cost for companies normally, and of course to help the HR linked to the HR risk, corporate risk, I would say.
Now, what is one of the biggest success stories that you actually have?
Well, one is from one of my clients. They start to use CorpoRank, and they after 3 to 6 months they were able to solve one of the big HR risks that I cannot mention. But it was big one. It was concerning a lot of employees. More than 35% of the employee feel concerned about it. And 6 months after they solved it, they saw a lot of employees working overtime, and they even didn't ask overtime benefit.
So it seems like they were really motivated.
They were really motivated, and they came early instead of leaving at 6 time sharp. They woke up to 7 o'clock. They were able to yeah, they answer an email even if it's late. Yeah, they really
Really engaged, so very high employee engagement.
At the beginning, they discover that okay, all the time is like the same. It's like, oh, I have no trouble about communication. My level of engagement is very high. Okay, but in fact, we measure and we say, oh, okay, the engagement is 20%. Communication, we have big trouble because they don't even take the 5 to 10 minutes to answer the question at the beginning. So at the beginning, the first month it was catastrophic for the company, and then after from say 10% of communication trouble, they got they solved everything, and yeah, it was very.
That's awesome. And as I learned from you, it actually just takes, it's very fast to use that tool inside the company, quite easy, but so impactful. Congratulations on having built that up, which now brings us to back in the days, COVID times. I mean, you have literally started exclusive executive society during COVID.
Yes.
Like, how did you come up with this idea and how did it, I mean, you survived and you built it up during COVID. That's amazing. Tell us more about EE.
Okay, so first of all, I will have to say that I was helping the French community in Shanghai since 2010 to meet and to discuss and to face to avoid to face trouble. And then I discovered that okay, even if we are foreigner in Shanghai, we don't help each other as much as other communities.
Oh yeah, so true.
So yeah, even the French don't help themselves a lot. The German them help themselves a little bit more, but only themselves. And then after I discovered that there is a big difference, and there is no really a match between between entrepreneur or between even big company if they are not really linked. They are not clients. They are not the same industries. They don't talk with each other. They don't help each other. They don't share some news. And during the COVID, it was I think very important to really discuss it with each other, because whatever the industry, it was more about okay district. It was a more okay you are in Jiading, you are in Jinan, you are wherever. It was the local rules were much more important than whatever you are in automotive or trading. So people needed to have the right information and to help each other and to meet each other more often. Also, for my own business, I got a good network for decision makers, and as I know that I need to meet them again at least 5 to 12 times to sign a contract. I was thinking like, how can I keep contact with people to really make it happen, and that I meet again at least 5 to 12 times to really sign the contract. When at this time, COVID, it was very hard to meet people, very hard to discuss with people, and whatever COVID or not, it's hard to really call again and again and again the same person to repeat again the same question.
And nowadays you can just like take them with you to the dinner. You provide some extra value so they can meet some other like-minded decision makers, or you can help your community members basically to help close the client, right? Exactly. There's a lot of win-wins there.
Exactly. After it's like we bring everyone together and yeah, by dinner, by mixers, by conference, and then after there is their job to sign to do their job.
But now you're not only in Shanghai. I mean, you're in Hangzhou. I also helped you with Suzhou and a lot of other places. Hong Kong, Singapore. You are in Bangkok now. You are extending to USA, to France right now. It's super exciting. Like, what are the challenges that you're facing to bring that now global? Or how do you overcome those challenges?
There is a I will say there is a lot of different challenge. First is always to I would say to adapt first is to find the right person. So, and the right person could be the right person now, could be the right person for tomorrow. The first is to find the VP who, I would say, build locally the network. And locally, so the local network is connected to the global network. Because the point is, like, as soon as you are members, you can meet and discuss with everyone, and you have all the contact from on the online member directory. That's the first thing. So that's
it's part of this exclusive community, basically.
Yes. So the first thing is to find the right person that can develop, and the right person, yeah, sometimes he moves. As he's expat, or he's not a kind of expat. Maybe after 2 years or 3 years, he's moving to another country, and the responsibility that I have is to find someone who can take the lead, which is sometimes tricky because, yeah,
I know.
The
people business, yeah, it's easier to scale a really good product than actually like scaling people business, right? What has been one of your most pivotal moments in your career?
My pivotal moment was it was when I discovered as a sales that all the company have got some trouble that they are not yet ready to face or to listen when someone internally explains it. And then that's why, in fact, I start to think about launching CorpoRank. Is okay. I was always in sales, and I tried always to as you go to one company, as you join the company, you try to make it better, right? You try to improve the sales. You try to bring more values to the company. And all the time, I say 99% of the time, as soon as you are intern, you have the hierarchy filters who doesn't allow you to really share the insights that you collect from different departments to the top. As soon as you are popping outside of the company, the hierarchy filters doesn't impact you. You are totally neutral. You are totally neutral, and that's why then the CEO is listed, because you have no benefits to be only for the sales department, or for the HR department, or for the complement department. And that was my wow, and I have maybe I have some business over there. And that's where, and then then I pop up. Okay, maybe I can do some business. I need to think about how to make it real, how to make it a real business, and then it take a long time. And during 5 to 7 years, I was asking a lot of questions to some to people who helped me a lot, and define what is my MVP, which is the minimum viable product.
Yeah.
And it takes a long time because I need to adapt, I need to check the market, to think, okay, what kind of product is possible, what kind of angle is possible, what kind of price. Do they really have the trouble? Do I really solve the trouble? Are really there? Are they really ready to pay it? Because you can find a lot of trouble, but nobody pays, so it's not a trouble. And that was 2013.
Now, you're an amazing salesperson. We gotta say that. Do you have some advice for all the people out there? I mean, we as decision makers, we're constantly selling ourselves. Actually, everybody, right? But so many people are afraid of doing sales. They don't have the confidence. They doubt themselves. They're afraid of a no. Do you have some advice for everybody out there to improve our sales skills?
I would say I have three steps that I discovered. And in fact, I discovered even by with my own mistake. First, you need to do mistake. You need to.
In China, we're not allowed to make mistakes. That's a culture difference we're working on.
It's depending on what kind of mistake we are talking about.
Yeah.
But there is three steps. First, you need to really do your elevator pitch. Elevator pitch need to be really consistent, and you need to adapt it. You need to be able to adapt it according to the people in front of you. But mostly it's like, okay, 30 seconds to introduce your business. And it's also, I also see who can really do it when we organize a dinner, because they want to introduce each other, and who can do it and who are going too far, explaining too much things. So elevator pitch is a start. After is how to maintain a good relationship with people that you are targeting, because whatever you pitch is good if you don't meet them, if you don't meet your new clients, it's impossible. And then after is like what I really can do for them, not now, but on the long term. So you need to have a goal.
Like a roadmap.
A roadmap. Because you cannot, we say, build a funnel, so a pipeline of sales, if you don't have a big vision of what exactly you need to do. You can be patient, whatever. You can encourage patient, you can be patient, but patient for what? And if you don't know, okay, what kind of clients you want, you will never get them. And if you are not able to target, okay, my core business is this kind of thing. Then after, from piece A, you go to piece B, and you go to piece C of the level. You need to start over there, and then after you develop. You cannot do it all in once. It's impossible.
Good point. I just started taking when I was in Australia, in this top 1% coaching program, there was this amazing lady at Tina. She created her program, created her own AI marketing program. It's super advanced. I've never seen anything like this, but it's also starting where you just said, you need to build up your lead, your funnel, but she's basically teaching on how nowadays we can use AI in every part of our business to automate things so we can have extra time. So it's not only about like delegating to the right people, but it's really, really impressive. I really enjoy taking this program and implementing changes in my own business.
I think you could save a lot of time. AI is a very good way to really serve a lot of people. I believe that you enjoy a lot.
I do. I mean, I come from IT. I'm an IT major, worked at HP. So let's talk a little bit more about, like, let's go into your private life a bit. I saw this cute little teddy bear. Tell us a little bit more about the story. I'm pretty sure people were already thinking, the big man JC likes teddy bears.
Yes, definitely. Okay, I'm divorced. I have a daughter. So my daughter is mixed French and Chinese. So yes, that is the teddy bear. And I will say that a good life is based on 4 pillars. One is the family, one is business, one is a hobby, one is a dream. And even if one is failing, I would say, you have the 3 who can help you to maintain the balance and go.
That's amazing.
And 4 pillars are mandatory. So yes, part of my pillar is my family, and yes, that's why I keep all the time.
That's amazing. I know how much your daughter means to you. It's really cute to always see it. And I even see it in your eyes right here, right now. So thanks for sharing this. Now, tell us a little bit more. What makes life in Shanghai so unique? Because to be honest, I just spoke to somebody else about it yesterday, and life in Shanghai in China is pretty, it's hard. And I was talking to my friend, and he just came back from Germany after 2 months, and a lot of people say a lot of bad things about Germany nowadays, and the politics, and like there's so many reasons and negative things that you hear, right? But
nobody knows. Okay.
But he was just to quickly finish, but he was saying like he can actually still make good money and get still good jobs in Germany. It's not only that in China you can make good money, right? But life here is challenging, and we work way harder, and there's a lot of people who die from heart attacks. I don't know if it's really earlier compared to other countries, but yeah, what makes the Shanghai life so unique? What you were about to say?
I would say that life is okay. You live in one place and you need to have a bonus and minus, right? You have positive aspect and negative aspect. One thing that people don't really even realize. Yes, China is challenging, and yes, the policy can change. I would say quite fast, but the policy change because the Chinese government they try to see okay if it's a good idea or not. Is it really a good idea? And then it's the try. Okay, sometimes it's not that good, I would say, and sometimes it's a success.
Yeah.
But mostly there is, I would say, okay, business is quite fast.
Oh yeah.
The time, the measure of the time in China is 2 times more faster than in Europe, for example. In Europe, it's quite low. In USA, is I would say faster than in Europe.
Yeah.
But China is like wow, crazy. You need to do something, and you need to do it now, and fast, very fast. So yes, it's challenging. I agree. But if you have some idea and you are able to find the right partners, well, you can make it. And you can make money. But as soon as you can make money, you can also fall also fast. But you have also one thing is more secure. As personal people, and well, your business is also personal. I would say to receive money is quite fast. I would say in China.
Yeah.
To travel is quite easy. It's very secure. No one is, we say, no one ever got shotgun or got gun on the street. You can discuss with anyone quite easily, and there's a lot of community. Even if we are small, we are smaller than before. People are got some anger of money, of success. Actually, mostly in Shanghai.
Yeah, hunger, I would say, not anger, hunger, right?
Anger of money, sorry.
Yes, exactly. Now, because you work with so many different companies, different type of people, different industries, how do people or their companies stay relevant? I just saw this survey from PwC Asia from last year where the interviewed CEOs basically said, many of them said, or 35% of them said, within the next 10 years, our company might not exist anymore unless we do reinvention. So what do you think? Like, how do people keep up with that speed? Because of that speed, so many things can get copied so fast, and you have competition so fast. As an entrepreneur, like friends of me, they just like founded the Paradox Museum in Shanghai, and no matter what you do, we're always afraid to get copied because others are faster. I don't know if they're better, but how do you stay relevant in this kind of market?
You need to be proactive. There is I would say 80% of the company are not proactive. They are passive. And it's the same as engagement. You have a percentage of detractor, you have a percentage of passive people, and you have a percentage of really motivated. Okay, so the passive and detractor are almost 80% of people. Okay, and so people who are working in company are the same as they are working by themselves. So they are showing the way to the company to develop. Okay, so if we are thinking about 80% of the company are quite passive, the only 20% of the company who really listen the market, they have I would say more chance to survive. So right now, I would say there is very few people, very few companies or people who really are doing better. They are just surviving. They are not making a lot of money. They are surviving, and they need to make more and more, I would say, interaction and cooperation with others to make things happen.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. Now, coming back to your own life and your exciting work projects, are there any exciting upcoming projects that you're working on? Any initiatives? I'm not sure if you're already allowed to talk about it.
Yes, we discovered a lot of things. That we discovered that a lot of companies they have trouble with funds, and I'm discussing right now with my partners with some investment funds to help them to connect entrepreneurs with funds, so we can help them to get the fund so that they can grow faster. That is one of the projects, but we have others projects that really that I'm not able to talk yet. Okay. Yes, there is another one also that we are developing one interface where we will be able to provide all the services from all the EE members. So we will be able to sell all products and services in one page. So, for example, if you're coming to Shanghai and if you are going to Nanjing or another place where we have some product and you are looking for some incorporation, HR, buy some furnitures, and so different services, different companies. We'll be able to find all in once.
Good. Sounds exciting. Now, what are the last messages that you would like to leave with our listeners here, to all the entrepreneurs and company leaders who are listening, whether in the East or in the West?
Keep connected to your people. Keep in mind your goal and your steps. Your steps are necessary to be defined. Then you can really reach your goal. And never forget that happiness is a key. Success and I say success is defined by your happiness, by what you bring you, and the 4 pillars are.
Love it. Now, before we're closing this up, why have you decided to join me on the podcast? I mean, we've known each other for a few years, but
first, I believe in you.
Thank you.
Second is I think it's quite important that you help us to share our knowledge, and you have the right strategy and the right steps of how you want to do it and why you want to. So it's good to work with someone who have a clear mind.
Thank you so much for your time, for inviting us to your home, JC. Guys, if you got some inspiration today, if you liked the session, please share it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're on Spotify nowadays, or check out our website for our Chinese friends who don't have VPN, for example. And see you for the next episode. Oh, and start following Amazing JC. Maybe become a partner or found an exclusive executive society in your city. Why not?
Yes, why not? Yes. The goal is to be everywhere. So to connect all the founders, all the entrepreneurs, all the CEO, everywhere.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Take care.